and to celebrate friends, loved ones, and the gift of life. I invite you to share your location and connection to donation in the chat thread so we can all be united as a donation community. And now I have the privilege of introducing Charlie Alexander, the President and Chief Executive Officer of Infinite Legacy, to give us some opening remarks. Charlie?
Thank you, Erin. I really appreciate this. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for our friends and family, really, of our donor hospitals, of our team here at Infinite Legacy, as we stand here to remember our donor families. In 2024, we had over 24,000 donors across the country that helped provide almost 50,000 life-saving transplants. It's an amazing gift. And it doesn't happen without the generosity of our donor families, of those folks in the public who have designated their wish to be a donor in a registry to allow for this to happen. It also doesn't happen without the dedicated teams of hospital staff that we work with day in and day out. ICU staff, ER staff, so many different people within the healthcare institutions that make this happen. We say thank you to them, and we raise this flag for them as well. And finally, the Infinite Legacy staff, working literally around the clock every day to ensure that we can honor these gifts. Just want to say again, thank you so much. You can't rein on the enthusiasm of this day, and we stand united here to celebrate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie. We are honored to have received a special proclamation signed by Maryland Governor Wes Moore, honoring this special month. And additionally, the governor's mansion is being lit up in blue and green today in honor of National Blue and Green Day, thanks to Delegate Pam Queen. I will now read an excerpt from the proclamation. The State of Maryland Proclamation from the Governor of the State of Maryland, National Donate Life Month. We honor the compassion and generosity of registered donors, donor families, and living donors. And we recognize the commitment of medical professionals, researchers, national partners, and those who work tirelessly to save and heal lives through donation and transplantation. The most effective way to address this health crisis is to educate and to encourage citizens to register your decision to be an organ, eye, and tissue donor at your local Department of Motor Vehicles. Now, therefore, I, Wes Moore, Governor of the State of Maryland, do hereby proclaim April 2025 as National Donate Life Month in Maryland. And I do commend this observation to all of our citizens. Thank you so much, Governor Moore. Additionally, we thank Maryland Senator Wallstreicher and the Speaker of the House of Delegates, Adrian Jones, for passing resolutions in celebration of Donate Life Month. Now we would like to share the story of one of our staff members who has a special connection to donation. This is the story of Erica Beck from our Quality Systems Department, and she is going to tell you about how her loved one saved and healed lives through donation. Erica?
Thank you, Erin. Hi, my name is Erica Beck, and I have been working in the quality department at Infinite Legacy for 5 years now. However, my connection with Infinite Legacy goes all the way back to 2004. A week after my 11th birthday, my dad was in an accident as a bicyclist and unfortunately did not survive his injuries. He was already a registered organ donor, so it was very easy for my mom and all of my siblings to agree with passing on his donations and his gifts to people in need. He was able to donate his heart, liver, kidneys, and his pancreas. While my mom was trying to deal with grief herself, she also had to manage grief with 6 kids from ages 7 to 24. Infinite Legacy was there to help us all with so many different resources. They provided us books, helped us with therapy. They enrolled us in camps at Arlington Echo so that me as an 11-year-old and my little brother could meet other kids who had lost loved ones as well. But the most memorable part of all of this was that they allowed us to meet the man who got his heart. And still to this day, my mom has a relationship with his wife because unfortunately that man did pass away. He was able to live an additional 13 years because of my dad's gift. Back in 2016, at my last job, I was also able to meet someone who is so beloved to my family. I met Kim Durham and her parents, Shirley and Bob Bass, and I learned through our connection at our last job that her husband had passed away and become a tissue donor. Ever since then, I have participated in every single fun run honoring her and her husband with her family as well. Shirley, Kim, and Bob have also become a vital part of my daughter's family as well. And ever since she was born back in 2022, they've now become Aunt Kimmy, Grandpa Bob, and Grandma Shirley. All the way back in 2020, I decided that it was time to move on from my last job. And I kept thinking about how much of an impact Infinite Legacy made on myself and my family. And I was able to join the quality team. There's nothing that I appreciate more than being able to honor my dad's wishes as an organ donor. I have registered to be an organ donor ever since I was able to drive. And I'm very honored to be here today as part of the Infinite Legacy team to be able to carry on people's wishes to become organ donors and enhance everyone's lives who need them.
Thank you so much, Erica. Our staff works tirelessly to support this life-saving mission. And thanks to all of our staff members and all of our hospital partners for the work that you do every single day. And now we turn it over to Kenny Boyd, Vice President and Chief Business Development Officer of Infinite Legacy, to lead us in the recitation of the poem We Remember Them, a meditation on death and memory by Rabbis Sylvan Kamens and Jack Ramir. Kenny?
Thank you, Aaron. At the rising sun and at its going down, at the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, at the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, at the blueness of the skies and in the warmth of summer, at the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, at the beginning of the year and when it ends. As long as we live, they too will live, and for they are now a part of us. When we are weary and in need of strength, when we are lost and sick at heart, when we have decisions that are difficult to make, when we have a joy we crave to share, when we have achievements that are based on theirs. For as long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us. And back to you, Aaron, for a moment of silence.
Thank you, Kenny. Tissue donors give the gift of life every day. We are proud to raise the Donate Life flag throughout the year for every donor and donor in spirit in honor of their gift, their family, and their legacy of life and hope. As we close today's ceremony, we would like to invite you to help us to continue to raise awareness for donation and to honor our generous donors and donors in spirit throughout the month of April. Please join us in today's National Blue and Green Day festivities. Deck out in blue, green, and donate life gear and snap a photo, then tag us on social media. Thank you for joining us today. Take care, everyone.